all brought up. Oh. Oh. We're staking tuck tonight.
These are crisp.
Oh.
Now I'll come back to you.
This guy just dropped 250 bones in a weed store.
Yeah, for Delta 9.
Destination number 1. The Big Easy Card Club. Not much to say about it. Henry's played here once before 2 years ago, and he said the action was great. So hope keeping it up to high standard, and we'll get right into it. 1-2 in for 300. We begin today's session at 12:30 a.m. at the Big Easy, and in the first interesting hand, it's about 15 minutes into the session, I look down at ace 10 off and open at $10. Henry sitting on my left 3-bets me to 35. I'm never folding to him, so I call. Being out of position, this is probably not the right play, but we're excited. Flop comes king of clubs, jack of clubs, 4 of spades, giving us a gutter. I check. He continues for 15. Nothing to do here but just call, so that's what I do. The turn is the bink queen of hearts, giving me the nuts, and I don't even consider leading out here. I don't think I should be doing that often. I check again, and he continues for 50. I contemplate raising, as I think, pretty confident he has a good hand here, but just in case he's firing with air, I'm going to keep in his bluffs or keep in his value and stack him on the river. So I just call, and the river is a disastrous 10 of spades. We're now chopping with any ace, and I'm not sure he'll be bluffing this card. There's no point in leading. So I check, and he checks back. I show, and we take it down against king jack of hearts. Fuck. This is one of the combos that we could have stacked on the turn, or we could have just gotten it all on a better run out. So still not upset about how I played this hand. This next hand is about 30 minutes later. It's an interesting one where we sweat Henry's hand. There was a limp. I limp 5-3 of hearts. Henry races to 20 from the button. Big blind calls, limper calls, and I call as well. So 3 ways to a flop of jack 10 deuce with 2 hearts. The big blind checks, and then the original limper decides to lead for 60. I actually don't think too hard on this one, and I just let my cards go. And thank God I did, because Henry calls, and then the big blind check jams for 200 effective. The leader calls, and then Henry shows the camera 4-2 of hearts for a pair and the worst flush draw possible. I'm still happy I made this fold. Henry tank calls, getting a really good price. Still, I don't know what the other 2 players have. Let's look at a run out. Not that. Pair and a flush draw and you turn the flop. I had a higher one though. Oh shit, sorry. Now he's all in. Okay.
No more. Show me outside.
You gotta fucking show your cards.
Outside. Center or flush? Let's see. Nothing?
Oh my god, are you serious? Oh. That one really hurts to see that we would have banked the flush on the turn as well as Henry, but taking it down against him there. Would have been around a $1,000 pot, but too bad I'm in net. Not long after, I look down at king queen off and open at $10 after a limp. It folds all the way back to the limper who calls, and the flop comes 4-4-3 rainbow. He now leads into me for $20 full pot, and I can't see him doing this with any strong hands. I feel like he would want to check raise, and I just have a massive range advantage. So in my eyes, I call with intentions of getting naughty. The turn is the 8 of clubs, bringing a backdoor flush draw. He now checks, making it way more likely that he just has air, in my opinion. I'm going to take a stab as I would with all my strong hands. He only has $98 behind, so I bet 15, setting up an easy river jam. He calls, and the river is now the queen of clubs. Very interesting, as backdoor clubs get there, but I river top pair with a great kicker. And he now leads again for $14, which was really weird because he only used $1 and $2 chips. So I'm not 100% sure how much it actually was and how much he has left. I think I have a pretty easy jam here. Maybe this is just a call, but I know he was a weak player. At the end of the day, I end up going all in for his remaining 76, and he snap calls, which is terrible, and shows 4-3 of hearts for a flopped full house. What the skibbity? What the? Brutal session so far. Let's turn it around. I'm under the gun with pocket aces, finally. I opened at $10, and Henry on my left 3-bets me to 35. Let's go. He'll give me no credit for 4-betting here, which I am almost always doing out of position. But I don't even get the chance because the small blind cold 4-bet rips it for $148. My heart instantly starts pumping. We now have a decision to rejam or just call. I think about it for a minute before deciding to just make the call because I think either way it looks incredibly strong. Henry could rejam over the top as well, but I think that's highly unlikely because he can 3-bet me pretty light. But it doesn't matter as Henry folds ace-queen off, not really a hard fold for this table. They're all pretty tight. He has to go twice. I agree. I just cannot to lose a quarter of my net worth to a suck out. He says he also has a big pair, so let's go to a run out.
You wanna go here?
Lines are hot, guys. Lines are hot. Yes, sir. Discreetly.
After he mucks face down, I'm assuming he has queens because jacks would have made quads and kings would have rivered a full house. First run out was super clean. Second one was a little sketchy, but no worries. We finally get to take one of these down. For this last one, we're sweating Henry again as he has pocket nines and gets it all in pre-flop against the player who flopped the full house on me. I think that guy 3-bet, Henry opened, the guy 3-bet, Henry 4-bet, and the guy 5-bet jammed, and then Henry called and showed me the nines, and he was up against aces, obviously, and I told him he was going to win one of them. But watch this brutal suck out.
Oh, full house on the ball. King.
Oh my god. This guy runs way too good. First session of the trip done. Very cute spot in there. It got pretty aggro at one point with the floor being called on
Twice.
Henry and I and on this other guy for some reason. Don't really know why. Super action. Those guys were terrible. Henry ran very, very well and played well, and I think I played okay, but didn't run as well. Yeah, at the low point I was down 600 and then fought my way back. I was in for 800, out for 482. So made back a bit at the end, thank God. Did not want to start this trip off down like that. But tomorrow is the $400 buy-in, $2 million guarantee. It's day 1-8, I think, for this tournament. Henry and I are both going to be firing in that at the Hard Rock Hollywood. So we will see you guys in the next video. Shouldn't be too long. For my first tournament of the vlog. So look forward to that. Like always, thanks. Peace.
One time. Pick me. Pick me, dealer.
Check.